It's nothing, you know. We all go through pain, and others who don't have such an obvious scapegoat. They look for it, to feel the satisfaction of uttering, I'm suffering. The pity of me is where your eyes become. Let me occupy your attention. Help me give this pain a name. The best cure for satisfaction is to know what satisfies. Should you remain nameless, faceless, and self-originating, you dissolve my innate need for you. We are an empathetic species. Without blame, my pain becomes empathy. Without sane, we become one tangible being made of ambient light, filtered through an atmosphere and forged of our sun. The canker sore we can't stop tonguing is the invisible space we build our dwellings around. It proves our awareness of the emptinesses between us, fueling our anxiety of separation, fooling so well our perception of equality. It makes me question if the invisible God is also my invisible pain, if this invisible space is an illusion, and if all three are most latter and the same. We feel power over a lion once we give it a name. Even our closest ancestors we feel we can tame, with inoculations and eye drops, drugs without fame. An intentional disconnect of our empathetic brains is required to feel so empowered and insane. When it comes to life and the need for blame, your internalized majesty recognizes the P. Under 18 mattresses, and I have no sympathy, but I know of a place where 17 people sleep on concrete, and they would split that lentil equally. Even though what they want is potatoes and meat, they would split that lentil equally, and wake with a sigh after having slept beautifully. Their hunger pain is empathy. So, my little rose thorn, I've decided and told the fisherman, the oracle, the doctor, and the whore. I insist for satisfaction to saturate my core. No matter the cost, there's nothing you can say. I want your freshest halibut and tilapia from your clearest water bay. I want the fish you feed your children, dear sir. Will you sacrifice this for my pain? I demand a suture and stitches in 30 of your minutes. Sporotrichosis should be your main focus. And ma'am, please tell me of fungus and pus. The oracle, he tells me there's no need to fuss, that my soul is an old one and the stars are on my side. It can be proven by the palms in their lines. When I ask of the small orange callus, he says it's a mound which represents my future palace. When she arrives, I say this is the last of my life. You can imagine what happens, but on the next day I'm left with a sigh and thanking an invisible God that I'm alive. I try to speak my emotions with trust, but there is a language barrier. I must confess, I'm trying to say I'm hurt by something that can't be seen. Take what we say as sound trying to be light. With such a reliance on words, we've forgotten there is a language written for our eyes that does not appear black and white, up and down, right to left, or left to right. But it is made of animate characters and energy shifts and emotions which might live on the side of a barrier language cannot cross. Describing a century of growing moss, the descent of a banyan, or the effects of a diet high in sugars without floss. In words we can categorize and postulate our own futures, describe an endless past of truths, lies, triumphs, and mishaps. But here we are now, and in this present I must bask in figures, sketches, and sculptures which, alas, cannot break the language barrier.